Hello everyone and welcome to my Ascension messages. My name is Bobby and I will be your guide for today. Today I'm going to do tarot and a bit of channeling. We'll see how this goes. I wanted to just let the tarot speak, the cards speak. So this is just going to be a message for you guys to help guide you. And if channel messages come through, then they come through. Also, before we start, I have a school called AMAKEL. The link is down below. Heaps of telepathic games and lessons there. It's only a few dollars a month if you want to join. And I'm an intuitive counselor. I do one-on-one sessions as well. I just did a beautiful one with a lovely lady last night, and it's just, yeah, sometimes I just love that work. It's so profoundly awesome. Anyway, if you want to have a one-on-one with me, then the link is down below. But let's get into this message, guided message for you, and see what comes up with the tarot. Yeah, lately I've been doing a lot more channeling than tarot, so I thought I'll just trust the tarot a bit more today. Well, listen to the tarot a bit more today. Okay, we've got a couple that's fallen out and they are face down. Another one, and I'm not surprised to see that one come out, and then a whole head that fell over top. So the one that I could see that's straight up, that actually came out just before the reading. I sometimes shuffle the cards just to, see if they're sticky, and this one popped out. So the star card actually came out twice for this reading. So there's definitely a connection here to the divines, to your soul, and your soul then bringing through different paths or different ways of being able to collect what you desire, what you really want to ground in this world. I think it feels like a carving of a path that you can go on now, that before would have been blocked, but now it feels like it's open, like you can move through that way. It's like you're not as much in fear anymore of letting go of the mind enough to allow the soul to speak through you. So yeah, and then we got the other two cards that fell out is the Nine of Swords on its head, so that's in reverse, and the Palace of Coins also on its head. Nine of Swords is good to see on its head, because that means all those nightmares, those, waking up in the middle of the night, we're now shifting into a place where we don't wake up in the middle of the night as much as what we did before, with all those mind thoughts and all of that sort of stuff going off in your head. But it's also with the Palace of Coins, which is maybe this thinking in a negative term could still be, the problem could still be a focus on how do I ground everything now, though? How do I actually create the palace around me that I want, the home around me that I want, the business around me that I want, that sort of thing that's actually grounded in this reality? So just be aware of your thoughts as you're going along. Just be aware of that. Because usually a Palace of Coins would be like you're seeing the fruit of your labor. You're actually, it's all grounded and you're actually seeing it around you. But I am feeling that there's still some sort of shift that needs to happen. Now we have three cards that fell out all at once, and I'll pull them up. So we have the World card and the Fool upside down. That's a powerful message, and the Three of Coins. And see, the Three of Coins, this person is sparing an actual coins, like I want to collect. It's not quite happening. Why isn't it happening? And there's something about the world coming into sync with you. And the Fool card being turned on its head is a feeling of, do I jump or don't I? Do I make this, do I like take this risk on myself? Am I going to support myself enough and take a risk on what my dream really was? Is it worth it? Can I shift it? Will it happen this time? I've tried before. It didn't happen. Can it work this time? That sort of thing. Okay, I'm going to leave them there, and I want to get a couple of other cards coming through. What else is coming up for this message, this guided message at this moment through the tarot and oracle cards? I think, yeah. Sorry, I'm having a discussion with my team in my head. They're like, do you want us to come in and start telling you a few things? And I'm like, because I like put it out that I was just going to read the tarot. You can kind of see a difference. If anyone's been following me, when I channel messages, it's like boom, boom, boom. And now I've said, no, you stand back. We'll just see how the tarot works. And it's like, oh, I don't know. It's just, it feels totally different. It's really interesting from channeling to reading tarot. It's like it's just a totally different vibe. Really intriguing. Okay, can we please have a message? Yep, here we go. Goddess of Dreams. Okay, we've got a couple that's flipped back in. We've got Freedom card, Goddess of Dreams and the Freedom card. So, and the Freedom card is this bird like flying out of this cage and knowing that they were always free. It's almost like they're saying to me, they're bringing up the Magician card in my head, and I'm feeling like you already have all the tools here. You have everything that you need now. Are you going to take this? Are you going to jump off this proverbial cliff? Are you going to actually take a chance on yourself? Lots of us never took a chance on ourselves because when we did before, we also had the self-doubt in our heads of, yeah, but it'll never work. There's too many people doing this sort of thing, or it'll never work. It's never happened before in my life. And now they're saying, yeah, but you've already gone through all of the shadow work of realizing that you need to come into the frequency alignment of who you are authentically. And when you are knowing who you are authentically, taking a leap from that space, taking a jump off the proverbial cliff in that space into creating what you really want your reality to be, absolutely supporting yourself, is going to change. That's what changes everything. So yeah, you're bringing in the fact that you are your own. You are the goddess of dreams. You have a vision. This says vision, intuition, and receptivity. So you have a vision, you know how to work your intuition, and you are ready to listen to your soul's guidance now on this. Not get stuck in the mind so much, because this is the mind card that's in reverse, right? But it's still this kind of, well, I've never really fully supported myself. In other words, say, for instance, you had a bit of money put aside, you could put it into advertising, or you could feel safe with it in your account. What way are you going to take? You're going to advertise and really, or are you going to, put more effort into the job or the hobby that you had? So say, for instance, you had this hobby and you've been playing it like on the sideline, and you had a job over here that's kept you feeling safe, but it wasn't really what you really wanted to do. This hobby is what your passion and is aligned with your soul now. And then they're like, to take that extra oomph or the extra push into that job, do more work and put more work into that, more hours into it, back yourself with money or whatever it is, a feeling that, or pull that you get. Are you going to do that, or are you going to still play it safe as you were before, and remembering that every time you've played it safe, nothing's really worked anyway? So Yeah, I think that this is an opportunity at the moment to find your own freedom. Then we have the Archangel coming up, and hope, optimism, and new beginnings. That's so cool. And new beginnings. That's so cool. And then we have decisions, predictive guidance, and profits. A seer card, an ancient seer card. So I'm feeling like these new soul dreams, these new soul passions that you have and desires, or to ground a certain business, is more to do with is more to do with stepping out of the normal box. Like a seer and a prophet and that sort of thing. They were completely condemned in the years gone by. And now they have the ability, or there's a starting point for their wishes to come true now. They can actually leap into these. Where they were condemned, as it's time to actually put a plug there and go, you know what, it's never going to happen again, because I'm not going to allow my energy to be so fixated on the problems and the what ifs and the doubts anymore, or somebody being more powerful than me that can take me under anymore. I've switched it up, and I'm now really empowering myself. So I feel like this next business that's connected to your soul alignment is something that would be stepping outside of the box and into this new beginning, which is going to change everything, this story for everyone, change up everything for everyone. Is because we have this world card that's coming, remember? So it's going, when you step into that soul alignment, which is not following the normal, I'm a teacher, I'm a scientist, very logical base. It's more of a, wow, I'm going to create my own job, and it's going to be all in alignment with energy, and I'm going to work with the animals and the plants in an energetic way, and I'm going to work with food in an energetic way. I'm going to work with my art in an energetic way, and all of that sort of stuff. I'm going to step out of the proverbial box, and I'm going to teach people telepathy, all that sort of weird and wonderful and awesome stuff that the human consciousness is going to be yearning for, because it's like little snippets of it are coming into their reality, and it's intriguing for them to go down a path rather than follow the same proverbial get up in the morning, I'm bored with my life, 9-to-5 job, sitting behind a desk, don't feel like you really fulfilled anything while you were here, you were stuck in the mud kind of thing. And that was all your energy was poured into that job, because it was kind of like your imagination was hijacked, and you felt that was the only way to be able to survive. And that's literally the only path that the powers to be put in front of you, because you didn't realize you had it within you to shift your own story. So you followed their story, and their story is like literally draining you of your own energy. Like they use your energy to create the reality that they want. And it's time to stop that going around in a cycle like that. It's time to stop the cycle. To stop the cycle, we have to do something maybe completely different here. Hey, Jeannie. Oh, I'm breaking up a bit, not as bad as the other day. Damn, again. That's annoying, isn't it? Well, I'm moving on Sunday, so I'm going to be at another house, so hopefully the internet's going to be a lot better there. I'll keep going. If it completely freezes, we'll leave it, but interesting. Okay, so there's definitely a feeling of the messages at the moment are an expansion of yourself, stepping outside the box, trying something different, supporting who you are. That sort of feeling going forward is going to be really valuable for you in your next steps that you take. and they're saying to me with the star card that you will be very surprised how well this works when you take a leap of faith from your heart and you really know, this is who I am, and this is why I'm here, and this is what I'm going to do from now on. Not breaking up for you, Alan? Fantastic. Hey, Dedra. Good to see you guys. Hey, everyone. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. It felt like a bit of a false start at the beginning of this reading too. So you might start something and then you're like, and have a little bit of anxiety around it because of what's happened in the past that didn't work when it didn't work for you. And then, you regather yourself, realign yourself, and then start again. That could happen. Really learn to use your imagination in these moments and keep on. I know it's easier said than done, like imagining the best scenario and then feeling into that vibration as much as what you possibly can. And it's always easier said than done. If you can't do that, then just live more in the moment as much as possible. Follow your passions and your desires in each and every moment. And the soul will at least come through those moments and take you to where you need to go through you being in alignment with the moment, rather than with your mind worrying about how you're going to be received and what other people are going to do, and are people going to attack you if you step out. That's a really strong one for our feminine side. Our feminine side has not felt safe for a very long time, and we've been yearning for the masculine to help us feel safe. And the feminine is very out there, imaginative. We imagine these beautiful new worlds and new realities and everything. But we need that masculine to make us feel safe in this physical world. And they are now awakening to their own divine spark of what they're here for, which is holding space for the feminine to be able to use their imagination. So this is all happening within us, not just, a partner that you have or outside person that's more masculine or more feminine than you. It is also happening within you. So whenever you step into, I want to take my hobby further, I want to make something better out of my life, I really want to support myself now, I choose to do that, then we're still, if you're take a little leap of faith, and then your worrying mind, your logical, your masculine mind comes in and starts to, it probably won't work, or this is going to happen because it's happened in the past, it has. Then coming back to neutral is a better game rather than trying to push through that. Just come back to neutral, find your footing again, and then wait for that to really resonate. Ask for your logical mind to just accept the new story, This is going to take us place. Remember, literally talk to yourself and say, remember when we tried it before? It was because I was, thinking very negatively. So why not start to support this a new idea? Like, ask yourself to support your own new idea. Yeah, it's funny. It's like, oh my God, we're split personality. There's also the fact that outside of us, there's going to be a lot of people that are really in their head, and if they're really in their head, they're really going to start to try to control everything outside of them, and they start to attack quite quickly. I mean, if that ever comes up in your reality, move away as quickly as what you possibly can, because it's they'll try to take you under with them, because it's kind of like swimming in the sea, in the ocean, and you're the one with the lifeboat, you're the one with the life circle thing that's around you, the buoyance thing. I don't know, it's lifesaver. and everyone else can see that you have a light, so you have the light. And so they're magnetized towards you because they think that you can save them. But at the same time, they're so panicking about life that they will try to grab you and pull you under. And if enough of them do, they could. So you have to be able to know cleverly where your boundaries are with others, what you allow in and what you say no to, what you stand up to yourself for, and when to walk away. All of that sort of thing is necessary for you to hold more light in a reality where lots of people could be perceived as going a little nuts. And not everyone, but there will be those that will be doing that, going a little nuts and trying to pull you under and attack you. Yeah. So just be aware of that and know how to navigate around it. You don't have to be a brave person and fix everybody's problems anymore. It's better if you actually put all your energy into this beautiful new reality that you want to create, this new business that you want to ground. Hey Zen, good to see you. Okay. I will be opening the chat bar up for free readings after this general too, like I do every week. Okay, any more messages, please, for now? Might get another. I'm just going to get a totally different tarot pack. Yeah, we've got one that's flicked over, but it's face down. Oh, crikey. Okay, no way. I was like, I have to get another deck because I had a feeling that the same cards would come out. You'd never guess what came out. The Fool in reverse. Exactly the same as the last pack. So we've got two Fools in reverse. So this is definitely a, do I jump? Do I trust myself? Do I make this leap into becoming, really grounding my authentic me, right? Really grounding my crazy side, my awesome side, my passionate side. Do I really take this leap into this? So, and then with that came out the Death card, which was over the prophets and seers, and the death of the fact that you, like the death, you are safe to become this. I really feel this is a message of, with this prophet seer card, that you are safe. Before you weren't, but we need to sort of put that energy to bed. We don't need it. It's part of who we are. We are intuitive beings. We are feeling beings. We can't keep ignoring that. We do have an imagination. We can't keep ignoring this anymore. These things need to be taken into account for the wholeness of who we are. And that's all the feminine side. So we need to be able to support ourselves with that. And then, oh, look at this. This was over the Goddess of Dreams. This fell on top of the Goddess of Dreams, the 10 of Pentacles, and it was upright. So yeah, this is literally saying you become your own goddess. You become your own God, creating your reality. And ask yourself, as if you were, you were the creator of your reality, what would be the next step that you take? Imagine yourself as source energy, God, whatever you want to call it, the universe, I don't care. Ask yourself, if you were that, what would be the next step that you would take to support or ground what you really want to ground into this reality? Because that's what this energy is asking you to do. And you will find that it will ground, because it's just the energy at the moment. It's what's around us. It's only in our heads that we are holding on to, but in the past that never worked. So you might even be revisiting something that you tried in the past, but you tried from I don't know if this will be received, but I'll give it a go. And then you try to give it a go, and it's like, see, I told you it wouldn't be received. But you're your own God, right? Creating your own reality. And so the universe went, oh, she's not ready. They're not ready. So it smacks you in the face and goes, they're not ready. And so you can't ground that dream. But they're asking you, they're saying to you now, my team and those cards are saying, you've already done all of this work. You've done all this work on yourself. You now know, kind of know in yourself, there's an alignment that you have found that actually does show up outside of you in miraculous ways. There's been the odd synchronicity and weird stuff that's happened because of a thought that you had, and then you let it go and trusted it, and then boom, it's come back to you. And really, you can super analyze that in the way that it came to you. Ask yourself, if it came to you with a bit of an issue, was there still within you a thought that you came up with, or a feeling that you came up with that, oh, well, if I get that I have to work hard, or if I get that something bad has to happen, or something, that sort of thing. I can't have everything. See, these are the things we've been playing with in our heads. Good things only happen, or bad things only happen in three. Bad things happen in threes is another bad one. Like all these superstitions that we held on to. If you hold on to the superstition, it will become your reality. You know, I know I've walked underneath a ladder. Oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Next minute, you fall over or something, and bad things start happening. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. You know, that sort of thing. Knocking on wood. They're asking to shatter these illusions, because it's really to do with your frequency alignments, and they were just like a holding place because you were still looking outside of yourself for everything. And so you thought that the universe was coming in to get you because you made it, you know, out of guilt. It was a guilt-ridden reality that we were riding through. So now the message is saying, if we've done enough work, we're realizing that the guilt only came from us and that it was reflected back to us. So now to release all of that and go, you know what? It's just really a frequency alignment of myself. And when I take these movements, like take them with absolute support. And if you can't take it with absolute support behind yourself, ask yourself, what is that shadow that I need to readdress? What do I need to look back at? How can I go back in myself and fix that problem before I take the leap of faith into knowing 100% that this is going to work for me, because I am my own goddess of my dreams. And I can ground the Ten of Pentacles whenever I desire. Look, we have the Ace of Cups. It's new beginning coming from the heart. Your passions and your desires and all that sort of thing. It's coming from the heart. That's like a heart space of, oh, man, that would feel so good. I would feel so in love with this life if that actually came to fruition. I would absolutely, but they're saying, we'll love life first, and then that will come, because you are moving into that frequency where everything shows up as love, because you have made a conscious choice to love life. And so life will only come back and love you. So, yeah, and I know this is easier said than done, because the logical mind doesn't kind of understand this. The masculine side of ourselves doesn't understand this, but that's why it has to like let go a little bit and allow that feminine to prove itself, that feminine side of yourself to prove itself, and just hold space. Like logical mind just holds space for this to become into fruition. Okay. Hey, John. Good to see you. I'm not sure if I said Zen. Hey, Zen Debbie. Okay. Any more messages, please, for now? Guidance for now, please. Any time that you see this reading, obviously, is this message is for you. It's really, really muggy and hot here. We've had so many storms. So my cards are sticking a bit. My hands are sticking. Humidity is off the chart. It's amazing that you don't see drips coming off my forehead. Okay. But it's interesting. There's so much growth happening because of these storms as well. So through the storms is the growth. I think if we appreciate those storms in our life, those so-called negative moments in our life, if we appreciate them for what they are, in the fact that they are helping us shed an illusion to grow even more and faster. If we see it like that, then next time something not so good happens to you, you're like, okay, we're just going through a bit of a storm here, but boy, oh boy, on the other side, they're showing me like a rubber band pulled back, like the storm is, oh my God, that tension that happens when the rubber band's really pulled back. But then eventually you let it go, like you release, you surrender, you decide, and then the further back that you've pulled this rubber band, the further it's going to fly. And also divine timing, they're saying, like the release of that and the release of the other hand. It's like divine timing will even propel you even further. So that's when we need to be able to listen to our soul's advice. Okay, today is a rest day. Today, I'm not going to step out because I really feel like if I step out, I'm not in the right frequency to meet love. I'm in the right frequency to do an introspection of myself, to go within myself to figure out who I am. That's where I'm at today. If I do step out, I'm probably going to end up meeting a lot of issues because I'm not acknowledging my soul's advice. I'm too busy trying to follow somebody else telling me what to do and how I should live my life. Now, a lot of people out there are like, yeah, but I have a job and I have to do this. Well, eventually, if you want that to break up and something else to be created, like the hobby that you've got going, sometimes we have to take these proverbial jumps off the proverbial cliff to create that. Remember, we had the full card come out in reverse twice in this energy. So I know that you're kind of stuck on, do I take that leap? Really take that leap, like really support myself. Hey, Celtic, good to see you. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Yeah, okay, they're bringing me to, before even cards fall out, bringing me to just be aware of the way that your self-talk is, because it could be, because they brought up a self-talk within myself that's a bit limiting for me. And sometimes we think that those self-talks are not limiting, but when you really pull them apart, they are. Because one of the things I always say to myself is, well, I don't have much of a following, but the followers that follow me are so supportive. Now, I've already put into my reality with that, just listening to myself, is I don't have much of a following. And so, yeah, I think there's something there I have to change. And I've been saying that to myself way too much and telling other people way too much lately. So these are the subtle things that we need to look at to shift our energy field and see the self-talk that we've been bringing in on ourselves that's actually limited us, and we didn't even know it before. You know, you didn't, maybe, you know, when you do self-talk, you see it from another perspective, but really it's holding an energy or a vibration that's keeping you limited, and you didn't notice it. Maybe speak it out. And sometimes when we speak it out and we hear it, it's like the mirror comes back to us. Then we go, oh, okay, yeah, I can see where that is still limiting me. What would be a better thing to say, instead of that? My world is my supporters. I can't even think of anything. That's so sad. My supporters are expanding. I'm going to address that one. That's one I'm going to address. But I do love the end of it. Like, my supporters really support me. I do. Like, hello, you guys brought me to New York. That's so freaking incredible. And I know I was meant to be there at that moment. It was really profound energy and really huge shifts for the feminine to be awoken in New York, right at ground zero. It was all meant to happen, but still, the supporters are the ones that supported me, got me there. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Look at the work that you've been doing on maybe this sideline thing, or this idea that you've had in your head that you really want to bring in or ground into this world. Like, you've been working at it. You've been working at it. I'm so happy that we actually did have that Goddess of Dreams with the 10 of Pentacles come out, because it's at least showing you there is this definite, this is something that, it's like, I literally feel Earth saying, we want this, like Earth, all the benevolent beings, all of your guides, source energy, everyone, every single bit of energy is saying, we want you to ground this. We want you to ground this. Why don't you ground this? Like, why don't you take a leap into your leaf out of your own book and a leap off the cliff into this? Yeah, they're really giving me this feeling of everything is supporting you here now. Like it's like source energy wants humanity to expand and see where the imagination, now that we've known all about our physical grounded reality and what we've gone through, and we learned all about that in the years gone by, what would that, with the love of our imagination, what is it going to grow into? Because thinking about it, these last thousands of years, the imagination was repressed in humanity. And with that repression, we still ended up creating all of this. We still ended up grounding. Yeah, okay, there's a lot here that we shouldn't be, I don't feel we should be living in square boxes and stuff. That's very limiting. There's definitely stuff that needs to be shifted. To me, we shouldn't be farming and all that sort of stuff. We should be allowing everything to be free, to be able to wander this beautiful earth as it wants to, and then trust within our own match of vibration of what comes towards us, what nurtures us and what doesn't nurture us, and that sort of thing. But that aside, our imagination, even though it was repressed, and it was repressed because you put it down, like you were taught to at schools. Oh no, don't go too far. Don't get too airy-fairy. Don't go into those worlds. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what your imagination's got, where it's going to take you? Because it's huge, and it's also connected to your soul and all those other past lives that you've had, and what you can bring through, all the magic that you've been repressing and everything. So this is what Earth herself. I'm really getting a feeling of Earth, source energy, everything. All of those higher benevolent beings that are in balance wants humanity to come into balance. And to do that, we need to change our way that we are moving on this planet. We need to change it up. I'll just see what else comes up, and then I'll open the chat bar for free readings. Okay, so we have one card. Nine of Swords on its head. No. What? Like, you can't make this stuff up. Remember the last pack? 2 cards the same. This is why they've told me to pull these cards out. 9 of Swords on its head. It's time to let go. You can let go of all that mind crap now. It never served you well anyway. So it's time to let go of it all. Look at that. 9 of Swords in reverse twice, and the Fool in reverse twice. You can't make this stuff up. That is the energy that's happening at the moment. So we are being asked to just let go of that mind. You will. Like, for them to be in reverse means that you will. You won't have those, oh my God, it's stopping. Like the waking up in the 3 a.m, repeating all of the self-doubt and all of that crazy. It's stopping. Like, that is not going to happen for you anymore. You're stepping into a new reality, and you've been asked to ground your passions, your hobbies, your desires, the things that you really, really want to imagine into this world. Okay, guys, thanks, John, for that. Much appreciated. Okay, guys, I will open the chat bar for free readings now. And if you're going to leave this general reading now, thanks so much for being part of this. I do this every single Thursday on ASCT time, which is Brisbane time, usually around 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, depending. And yeah, so if you want to be part of this, just subscribe and like and all that sort of stuff. And if you are staying for the chat bar readings, then there'll probably be a message in these chat bar readings for you. So yeah, that's where we're going with that one. I've just got to sort these cards out because they look similar. Put them all together. That can get there. Okay, so if you want a chat bar, chat bar reading, just say yes, thanks. And then I know that you've given me permission to be able to tune into you. Hi, girls. Okay, who have we got here that wants... John, if you want to have a chat bar reading, just say yes. I just need that yes so that I know. And then he gives me another yes, please, with another. Okay, we will go with John first. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Okay, John. Go into his energy, please. Cards for now, for what John's going through. Any help, any guidance. As soon as I said help, one just flew out beautifully. Face down, I don't know what it is yet. Any guidance. Okay, we've got one card that's come up. We've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I do need to have another card, please. I am feeling with you, though, that I don't think that you're acknowledging the gifts that are being given to you. Like, there's something around you that can be of gratitude that will, if you are in gratitude of it, it will clear up other things for you. So, say, for instance, a message came your way, or I'm just giving like a example here. Say, for instance, a little kid came up to you and said, I don't know, I love your shoes. And then you're like, oh, that's so nice that you said that. And then you walk off and you never think much about it. And then all these kind of not so good things are happening to you and you're fixated on the not so good things. They're asking you to reevaluate what you're fixated on and choose to be in gratitude of those smaller things, because those smaller things will grow into much, much bigger things to be grateful for. And more offerings will come your way. You'll actually get more offerings your way, things that actually start to line up for you and work out for you because of you shifting your perspective of, I'm not going to give so much energy into the things that are going wrong. I'm going to start to give more energy into those things that are, I can say I am grateful for coming into my life. It's just going to change your perspective a little bit. Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords, so I know quite a bit is, there's been a bit of moments, maybe the mind has been asked to just be let go of a little bit more now, because when we're in our heads too much, we do tend to bring in these swords that seem to stab us over and over. It's just repeating in our heads, and and then something else will come and fill that space with the same energy. So yeah, I really do feel that for you, we'll turn this upright, that to see the gratefulness. See, it's the Page of Pentacles. This young lad is actually gifting something to you. So there's something that wants to be gifted to you, but you're just a little bit too focused in on the negative. That's the message that I'm getting for you, John. Thank you so much for that donation as well. Okay, who else have we got here? Zen, Debbie. If you want a one-on-one reading with me too, a full reading, then yeah, my link is down below. Okay, so we have Zen, Debbie. Yep. We have the Six of Cups that have come out. Just feeling into that. There's something about, something about emotional ties to your past. Emotional ties to your past that are needed. Just, it's like you have done a lot of work on yourself, but it's just going to help you a little bit more to clear your space to go, okay, maybe I should just feel into that emotion a little bit more, just to figure out what was the gift behind that. Yeah, I feel that you're just about ready to fly high. That kite's standing out for me. You're just about ready to fly high here. There's just like your heart space is nearly clear. I'm feeling it coming into your throat, and it's like I need to speak, or I need to readdress this. I nearly need to get this out, or something like that. And then we have the Two of Cups. So this is all cups. This is all to do with your heart space at the moment. And the Two of Cups is a beautiful card of unity, but also to know what to choose. See, if you've been going along in your life choosing from a bit of a blemished heart, and I know that this isn't a blemished cup, this is a message I'm getting. Like if you've got a little bit of a warp part of yourself that's still you've been holding on to, but you didn't realize it was something to look at or address, that subtleness that we're now getting to, then you will choose slightly different in the future. It's like your self-deserving is, or your acknowledgement of your gifts that you were put down about when you were small will now get you to realize, oh, I've been choosing this sort of person to come into my life, and they've been showing up the bit that I wasn't really acknowledging within myself. So there's some sort of alignment shift for you coming up, or in this next, they're saying this week, next week, this week for sure. But also said the water is really standing out for me in this one as well. So if you need to just go into the ocean or the river or under the shower if you're in a cold climate, and just use the water, because the water is really good for the heart space to clear, because it's an emotional tie that you have. So you could use it to your advantage as well. Okay, so that's Zen Debbie. Celtic. Celtic, please. I love it when they fly out. This card just flew out beautifully. I say it every time, but you always get a kick out of it. See, it's like getting a kick out of the little things in life. That's probably a message for you, Celtic. Like really just be in that childlike essence a little bit more and get a kick out of the little things. Like if you know how a kid will just laugh at the most silliest, stupidest things. And then as we get older, we laugh on the inside, but we don't show it on the outside. We're not expressing, not becoming it. We're not grounded it. And I'm really feeling with you, just take a giggle, like laugh at something stupid, because it's going to stop you being so serious. You've got the Hangman in reverse, but look, he's dancing. It's like, it looks like he's dancing, doesn't it? And he's taking a bit of a leap into a fool's position almost. But Hangman in reverse is you're finally you could see things from a new perspective. So yeah, this is a shift in your perspective, which is what I was bringing up before anyway, before the card flew out. A shift in your perspective is going to help you move ahead. And I would become a lot lighter. Like go and watch some comedy, something really funny, just to free yourself up and become a little lighter as you move in your day-to-day life. I know I'm feeling that way. I've been watching a lot more comedy by myself. Okay. Jeannie, you're welcome. She said thanks. Thank you so much. Jeannie. Okay, we've got 2 cards that have come out, or 3 cards that have come out, and the Sun is the first one. So it's really you're utilizing this energy that's, you know, literally the solar flares and everything. You're utilizing this energy for the positive side of yourself. This is working, like, and then the Hierophant, that's really good. That's like, I know who I am now as I step forward. I'm 6 of Swords, so there could be some sort of decision within your head of, I need to go there, I need to travel over there, I need to take a bit of a trip, I need to just get out into nature, I need to something like move. Your mind's going to say, I need to do that so that I can come into alignment with all this new positive energy that's coming in, for me to ground myself as a really identifying myself as a spiritual person that's helping. It's like, you know, spirituality is like, more to me, it's an authentic self. And then with the authentic self, you end up doing what you are passionate about. I know you're into music. I've heard your music on YouTube, on Facebook. So if I use that as an example, but it's more of a, they're really bringing in, I did a reading with a friend of mine, with someone last night. She is a friend of mine from a long time ago. And I'm feeling the same energy with you, in a way of putting more energy. There's something about you bringing through more energy into your music, that you recognize your music as a spiritual, there's some sort of profoundness, because the energy that you're sending out, the vibrations that you're sending out with every stroke of the instrument, is the intention that you already had within you. It's uniquely you. And so it's shifting the world because of the vibration sent out. Now, before, you might have had it in your head, this is going to help people become happier, lighter, dance, whatever. But now it's kind of shifting it up another scale, there's something to do with another scale up. I'm going to leave it there, otherwise I end up doing a full-on reading. Okay, so we have, who are we up to? I've kind of lost who we're up to. Paula? Girly girl. Oh, I see where we're up to. Okay. Christina. I feel with you this a feeling of missing out, worrying about missing out, or not being noticed, or your guides forgot you, or is this ever something like that, and something about missing out. So you aren't. And sometimes it's like they're waiting for you to align with the specialness of yourself, how special you are, that you start to acknowledge that within yourself, that they can acknowledge you in reflection. So just, yeah, there's something there for you, a message there for you. We have, and all of a sudden I wanted to really shake it up. It's like very funny. Like I shook those, yeah. And then we have the Hangman again, upright. So this is somebody looking at life differently. And the Lover's card in reverse. Knight of Pentacles coming in slowly. So this is that feeling of something's not working. It's taking too long. It's not. Have I been missed out on? But it's definitely. It's actually creating a very grounded reality for you, because Nine of Pentacles means it will definitely be grounded. You will have this, but it's, if it all happened quickly before, say when your friends got things that were working out for them and you weren't, or you didn't see the fruit of your labor so much, you didn't see what you wanted to see in your life, then if that had happened back then it wouldn't have had any stability in it. And so they had to take you through some sort of lessons. They're bringing me to a message that I got, and it said, your soul will push you until you match it. The higher frequency that your soul is, the more you are being asked to push through. So there's something about you up-leveling enough to have a grounded, stable, higher vibe in this world. And so you're not forgotten. It's just that your soul's chosen a higher path, so you're probably going to go through a bit more. Alan. Zen Debbie, thank you so much for that donation. So Alan. Ooh, okay, so this one fell out for you, Alan. No way, 10 of Cups, look at that. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing a lot of clearing and everything, because if you can reach the 10 of Cups with the first card, like this is everything coming in for you. You definitely just on the horizon of everything falling into place with you, or you've even maybe seen a bit of this happening around you, where things are starting to come together. Like this is a real heart space, like it's fulfilling. Your heart is fulfilled, completely fulfilled. And it's showing me that baby for some reason as well. Like you're really to be in wonder of this as these gifts start to show up or things start to work out for you. Be in wonder of it. Be like the little innocent baby and go, wow, that's so cool. Because it's going to help you even more align with more of that energy. Anything else for Alan? The Sun card, come on. You're stepping into, you're utilizing the Sun's energy as well at the moment to do that. This is such a positive reading for you. Like this is it. You can do this now. Like there has to come a time where we just go, that's it. I'm always going to be clearing something anyway. So that's it. I've got to the point where I feel clarity within myself enough to have my heart's desires. It's enough now. And I can feel that I can trust myself, how I can maneuver my mind around the stories to be able to ground in more and more. There's something beautiful coming in for you. You're lining up with something beautiful. So that's really cool. Did I do girly girl? God knows. I am terrible when it comes to my logical brain trying to figure out where I'm up to. Do girly girl. Girly girl. You have the Moon card. So let me sit on that one for a minute. The Crab's coming in as Cancer, very emotional, something. Moon to me is something that's hidden from you. So what else about the Moon card, please? Any other lessons? Okay, I think that it's something to do with you feeling into your emotions more for your guides to be able to show up into your world, so that they can help you out a little, or become more psychic, or your feminine power coming out or shining more. Sometimes we have to look in or feel into the emotions to be able to release what was stuck. You have the strength to do this. So you have the Moon card asking you to do this, and then you have the strength to say you can do this. This is yours. You've got this. So next time something not so good happens to you, I would feel into the emotion that comes up with it. That's what we call tuning it in. Instead of pointing the finger at somebody else or what's actually the actions that's taken place outside of us, go into your room and go, okay, why do I feel powerless in this moment? Where's this coming from? And because when you start to take that power back of how awesome you are, something to do with your psychic abilities, awakening through this, they're saying that you have the strength to go through this. You are helped, you are guided. There is a guide behind you. You literally have a grandfather or a figure behind you that's helping you out as well. Yeah. Okay, and then we have Paula. Really appreciate the donations, guys. Paula, we have the Emperor card coming out. Oh, you're really standing proud in who you are. Directing your energy to where you want to go. You know who you are now. Doesn't matter if you are flying or not. This grounded energy with you is starting to become extremely powerful. Yeah, like the eagle in this card, he doesn't need to fly in order for someone to see him as an eagle. So that's a really interesting message for you. You don't need to fly. You don't need to show all the bits of yourself in order for you to stand proud in who you are. You become the emperor when you know thyself, but you don't need to necessarily show or prove it to anyone. You are just, that's who you are, and that's enough. So I think they're asking you or calling you to come into that essence of yourself and realizing just the power of who you are in a grounded way. And that'll help with, I don't need to, sometimes we can grasp outside of ourselves for somebody to hear who we are in order for us to feel like, well, if you acknowledge me, I acknowledge myself. But this is a card of I acknowledge myself and I don't care what you think. So you're getting to that point of I acknowledge, below it is these ram statue things below, see down the bottom, they're like little ram heads. And I'm seeing that as Aries, like a real Aries, or I suppose the Emperor card is an Aries card. It's like, I know who I am. My mum was an Aries, and she was very proud, but she's very strong. And I just loved her so much for that strength of who she was. And she wanted something, she'd just go and do it. That sort of thing. So I'm feeling that with you. Okay, Paula. You're welcome, Zen. Okay. Where are we up to? Oh no, I missed it. Thought it was 6 p.m. Well, I started at 8 a.m. So I think it's daylight savings has warped everything as well. You're welcome, Alan. Yeah, you had some good cards there, right? Just another reminder of the collective to hit thank you, Wade, to hit the like button. Christina, just making sure that I've done everybody. I think I have. That's really cool. Yay. I love it when I read for everyone. If I've missed anyone, quickly jump on there and say you missed me. But I don't think I have. I think I read for everybody. So, guys, if nobody else needs a reading, I will love you and leave you here. And, yeah, never know. I could be going on Saturday. I'm not sure live. I'm playing it by ear at the moment with everything. Yeah, love you guys heaps. Don't forget to look at the messages on Tuesday. Really profound channel messages coming through there. I think that they'll help you heaps if you haven't seen that one. And please don't forget to look on my new YouTube, which is Codes to a New Reality. Like and subscribe to that one to help the algorithms start up. We have about 300 subscribers. It's about, I don't know, a month and a half old. I've got about 10 videos on there already, and they're really beautiful messages. And the last one was Hidden Codes to Snow White, the tale or the fable fairy tale of Snow White. So love you guys heaps. Until next time. Bye.